and the Chicago Bears. Punter Jack Fox to get this one started. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Luther Burden now on the return. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Coming out throwing is Williams. Big game downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 6-0 lead right away. DJ Moore, the touchdown. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game too.
Yeah, you know.
And he misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking it. Score stays at 6-0. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun. Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And they're all over that score, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Throwing the out route complete. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First down from the 42. Throwing again, it's Goff. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. 2nd and 3 now. Again, Goff. Taking a shot towards the end zone. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions find an answer with their opening drive. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Well, we all know, Brock, you want your players to get better as the game goes on and as they settle into a contest. But, man, it is tough to imagine this guy getting any better than he was on that opening drive, huh?
Yeah, you hear me all the time just talk about getting a quarterback in the rhythm, right?
Yeah.
Just feel of the game. Yeah, you can't be much better than have a perfect 5 for 5 and finish it off for 6. That is a sweet feeling heading to the sidelines.
Fox now to kick this one away. Burden now to return it. He dodged the tackle. Finds some space. He's past the 30. I don't know if they're going to get to him. And he'll go out of bounds with how much field remaining. Barely 25 yards left between he and that end zone.
This is one of those times, Kate, where special teams have a chance to be special. Right? The opponent goes down and scores a touchdown, and you just know you've got to respond and quell some of the momentum in the building. A return like that, well, it's off to a great start.
First down, Williams to throw. That's complete, Cole Kmet. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Looking for a pass on second and short. And this is going to fall incomplete. Well, they made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. So now it's third down. We're going to look at their injured players now, Brock. And with no postseason appearance for them this season, I'd assume the goal is just to get through this game without adding anyone else to this list.
Well, you better be careful, as that saying goes, when you assume, because the guys that are out here, they're not thinking that way at all. It is a bummer. There's no question about it, and those injuries played a role in them not making the playoffs. But for those guys that get to play today, this is their shot. This is their tape, and you never know what this afternoon or evening could do for their career.
The play clock down to just 2 seconds, but we get a timeout call. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Williams from the gun. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
He's got it. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 5-point first quarter lead. It's a Roma Dudes 8 touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
The Bears will line up.
Here's Williams again. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted.
You know, sometimes it just feels like the opposing coaches are sitting right inside their skull. They read the call and they're set up perfectly to counter it.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Second and manageable. He's throwing. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that is good for Detroit 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Lions.
Hey, 76.
He's going to throw again. Goff. Short pass brought in. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yes, got it. 180. We go. 76. 76. Well, you won.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. He brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions have a single-point lead in the 1st. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. This guy has been a nightmare to deal with all season, Brock. And I'm not just talking about the ground game. He actually just set a new single-season record for receiving touchdowns by a running back with that one.
Pretty awesome. You're already worried about stopping these guys on the ground. That's a full-time job in of itself. But oh, by the way, he's also one of the best pass catchers and the top option in the passing game. You create mismatches with a weapon like this, and he just set an all-timer.
Fox now to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. A field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Big strike here to Moore. And they get this down to the 28. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, well, you checked down the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, their biggest security blanket as running backs are, but the defense...
That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Off to the air now. Completed to his running back. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They gain 11 on that play. And that is good for Detroit first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
180! 2 for 1! 2 for 1! Take it out!
Working inside the red zone. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. That's where they're going to be set up for this 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and goal.
180!
First and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Lions push the lead to 2 scores now.
Jack Fox, the kickoff for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. Burden now to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Here's Swift to start the drive. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Staying grounded with Swift. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Here we go! Very good!
Throw here, 3rd down. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the results, 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. And we'll go for it, Williams. And they got home, sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. This one to Williams out left side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
13 yards on the play.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. The Lions out in front. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're all set to bring you the 2nd quarter. Lions well within striking distance. Goff on 1st and 10. Rose caught. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions push their lead to 15. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best play in it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one splits the uprights, and the Lions take a 16-point lead. Fox now to kick this one away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Things going well so far. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. Williams on the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Hits his target. That's Durham Smythe. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Williams to throw on first. Hits his running back. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And the Lions have recovered it. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up second and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a first down. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's fourth down.
It's Goff on fourth down. This finds its target. That's Hill. That was a big 3-yard gain because of instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets him the first.
That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Again, Goff. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Black 20. Super. DC.
Throwing again. It's Goff. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Black 20.
Goff on third. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Hey, scout. Black 20. Ric Flair. Hey, lift.
First down throw from Goff. Downfield, this finds St. Brown. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grow their lead off the turnover. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions stretch the lead to 23. Fox now to kick this one away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. Buying some time right. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We get 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Williams throwing again here on 2nd down. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be 1st down Bears. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st down, Williams. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
3rd down. Here's Williams. He finds a Dunze downfield. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Connecting with his back here. Swift. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive that would get your job done.
Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail and it would just ring and ring and ring? It's still ringing. Fall short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Here we go. Right 20. Hey, let's go. Whirling.
Third and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
180.
They're going to throw again. Goff. He's got it to his running back. And he gets this one out to the 40-yard line. Goes to the hurry up here. On first down, it's Goff. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Listen. Here we go, tonight.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. They'll go for it. Goff gets everything he has under this one. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is second and inches. Working from the gun, Williams. Complete right side. Burton has it. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Bears first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
One in behind center with Swift. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Well, Kate, the rough showing both individually and collectively continues with this run game. The fumble earlier, and now totally stuffed on that one.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Makes the catch. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Going counter with the big tight end. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down.
Gosh, I just love seeing wrinkles like that added to your offense in these key situations. Kind of call it the Andy Reid effect. He's been so good down here near the goal line, and that one, well, it almost went in for 6.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way.
Cairo
You should
Santos
get out of
kicking
my
off
way.
for Chicago.
What I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. I got too many plays. I don't even care. Get out of my way. Out of my way.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Cut. 180. Cut.
Gone. Screen here for Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sets out behind the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Laporta pulls it in along the sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Motioning Williams left. Goff on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 43.
2 for 66. Cut. 120.
Throwing again, it's Goff. Another one caught by St. Brown. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Go, cut.
28-yard gain.
20.
And the Lions, 1st down.
Turbo, cut.
Gibbs now from the gun. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down. Offense to the line fast.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
4 down. 2. Cut.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. This one's caught. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Cut.
Goff tosses that quickly out wide. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions making a 24-point ball game.
Bears, 18.
Baby on that rapid pay the bills. Now I'm better, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions been louder than my words. How you sold, you can still sold and I heard. On good, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord,
Jack Fox,
I'm a
the
rookie
kickoff
in the
for the Lions.
Shout out to the
Fox now to kick this one away.
all up in my phone.
Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Williams to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for 2nd down.
2nd and 17 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Williams. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Luther Burden, the guy he was looking for. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Down and 17.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He finds Adunze. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
That's good. Bears, first down.
First down. Here's Swift. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Williams to throw on third. They set up the screen here to Swift. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down throw by Williams. That's completed right side. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears start the second half with some needed points. DJ Moore, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And he's in. The two-point try cuts this lead to 16. That makes this a two-score game. Well, they were just one away from the strikeout, Brock, but their third attempt finally nets them a two-point conversion.
I know some coaches, played for some coaches that would have lost some faith in their offense and never tried it again, but not this crew. And this time they're rewarded with not just a couple points, but a shot of some renewed confidence as well.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. From the gun, Goff. Downfield is fine, St. Brown. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30.
That's good. Lions, first down. A gain of 36 yards.
First down throw from Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Working quickly here. Goff to the air now. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions make it a three-possession game. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. His third through the air this game. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions stretch the lead to 23. Fox now to kick this one away. Burden now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And they were 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's second and 13. Williams from the gun. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he's hit just before he can pick up that first. So third and short coming up from the 33.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Williams to throw here, 3rd and 1. Big strike here to Moore. Breaks the tackle, he's got space ahead. Still fighting forward. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears shrinking the lead, some in the 3rd. DJ Moore, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Williams has his guys set with an attack on 2 to that touchdown.
The Bears will line
All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer. All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again, and again, and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
We go tonight. 180. Hold on. Check.
Trying to throw this from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Lions have a 1st down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
180. Tiger.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Right back to Hill. This is caught. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Looking quickly here. Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Big game continuing for Laporta. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Offense in the hurry up here.
brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
He gets it again. And he will not be denied a 2nd time. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions grow the lead now to 22 points. Fox now to kick this one away. Burden now to return it. Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
You know, awareness, Kate, is one of the best skills anyone on the return team can possess. And normally it's just for hitting blocks and clearing the lane and doing their job. But there it was recognizing the fumble and locating it quickly to save the possession.
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's 2nd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock. But, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Working from the gun, Williams. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. Now he already has him himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And the Bears, first down.
Only one quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's the Bears with the ball, but they enter the fourth at a massive deficit. So first down from the 41. Jumps in up the middle. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
To the left and hauled in by Odunze. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Catch made. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively. As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get it back to within 2 possessions. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
He'll reach the end zone. They get 2 more points to help attack that deficit. Wow, what a determined effort there, Brock. We all thought he was going down short of the line, but he fights through the tackle, and the try is successful.
I like that word, determination. It was determination with a capital D. When you get the ball in front of that goal line on these 2 points, you could just feel that entire defense converge. But his effort, his want to, and that determination got them the 2 points.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Right 20, 2, 2 for 1.
Now gone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And now they face 2nd down.
Okay, this defense finally stepping up, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Hey, 76.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10. It's gone. Finds his back complete. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Goff on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
12. 14. 20.
They're going to throw again. Goff. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard
76.
line.
Tell him. 71. 180. Louis. Hey, Shell. Turtle.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the red zone on 1st. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Hell, you won. 20. Whirling. What's that?
Again, Goff. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked by T.J. Edwards. And the Bears have some new life in the 4th.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Connects on the crosser. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. A gain of 26 yards there. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Looking over the middle, that's Odunze. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
19 yards. And the Bears 1st down.
1st down now, ball at the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Gets this over the middle, it's Kmet. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. The big play and at some 17 yards. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the gun, Johnson. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on 1st down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
This one's caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears parlay the interception into points. So the offense does its job, Rob. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Williams trying to throw for it. He lays out and gets it. Wow, that gets him the 2 points. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. A gain of 15 there. And the Lions have a first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Brought in inside the 20. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Well, that's sure one way to take the lid off a defense. Great work to find the biggest hole in the coverage, and more importantly, go exploit it.
Maverick, 180.
From the red zone now. Checks it down to Gibbs. And this is down all the way to the 3. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Throwing again, it's gone. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Trying to run with Gibbs. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Lions go up by 12 in the 4th. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Kate, it was just a couple years ago where we saw those running backs get to the market and not get their money. Well, a performance like this is how you get paid. You show you can do it in a multitude of ways. Catch one for a touchdown through the air. Now 3 of them on the ground for 6.
62. Bears 50. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. Here's Duvernay on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10.
What is up?
Williams from the gun. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 34-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears down by 12. 5 still to go here. This is second down.
What is it?
Working from the gun, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Here he is to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell with the INT. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. They had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions go up by 19. Well, Brock, hopefully Probably some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Here's Duvernay on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. Reaches the 30. And he is gone. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
And the pass is successful. That's a little momentum builder as they attack this deficit. They get the 2 out of it, partner. Nicely done, but into double coverage. Felt like they kind of got away with one there.
That is a quarterback's best friend. I can't tell you how many times your players, your teammates, your offensive skill guys around you come back to huddle. Just say, give me a chance. Please, just give me a chance. Throw it up. I'll make you look good. And he did right there.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
20. Ric Flair.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Forced out to his right. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
They're going to pass it here. Yet another grab for St. Brown. And he will have the Lions first down, and they can start to celebrate now. This one's over. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
We go tonight.
From the gun, Goff. Another one caught by St. Brown. And this one doesn't go far.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
180.
They go play action with Goff. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Air it out on 3rd. Escapes out to the left. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
They're going to throw again. Goff. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there. Throwing again. Here's Goff. Has it down close. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
So the